Happy Halloween evening. Well, welcome back. My name is Svetozar, and that's another class of English. So today is Friday, it's evening, and it is the last day of the working week. I hope that you have nothing to do but to join this class and participate. Well, this class we're gonna be reading a story, listening to it, discussing it, so there are a lot of things to be done. And there will be, of course, some exercises. And before we start doing that, we'll have some warm-up activity. Mihail, good evening to you. Hi, hello. Mihail, can you hear me? Oh, Mihail has left. That is a mysterious thing. I guess it can happen because today is a kind of mysterious evening. So such things can happen. Mihail, are you back? Hello, hello. I can hear you now. So, how are you feeling at the Halloween Eve? Are you ready for
Not bad.
Are you ready for some visitors at night? Witches, goblins.
You mean that drunk people with a corporate party?
No. I mean witches, zombies, dwarfs, ghosts, these kind of creatures.
No, I don't wait. This person.
I'm not waiting. So.
Oh, Yulia.
Was another student who joined us and left, and I guess again and again the same problem. I mean, someone has opened several tabs and can hear some noise coming. So let's say hello to a new student, Yulia. Hello.
It's an old student.
It's an old
Yulia.
Zombies. Yulia, close one of the tabs. I can hear some echoes. It's an old students. I have recognized the noise of helicopters. Yulia, can you hear me?
Hello. Hello.
Hello. So, how are you?
I'm fine.
And what about your helicopter?
What about my helicopter? It's my cat.
No. I'm talking about the noise coming from your room.
No, I am out every another thing out. It's okay. It's okay. I have yes, it's okay. Listen.
I'm sorry. Just I can hear. You listen to it. Oh my God. Okay, the point is, Julia, that there is some noise. I don't know what it is, but when I listen to you, there is a strange noise coming from your room, like something like that. What's that?
I think it's a bad connection with the internet.
Well, okay, the bad connection is when you cannot hear a person, but there should be kind of a source of the noise, you know?
No, I haven't helicopter.
Well, I'm joking. For sure, I don't think you have one. But still, there is something that produces.
What do you think about this cat? We talk about it.
The cat is just fantastic. It's beautiful, and I love it. It seems like
my cat. I can speak about my cat all the day and hours because it's not simple cat.
For sure.
Yeah, no, this cat it can take care
Of
another cat. For example,
can take care of other cats.
Yes, other cats. One time, he went to the forest and took the little cat and go with them to my house and
He went to-
take care like a mother.
Okay, so he went to the forest, took kittens, and brought them to your house.
Yes, five.
Five kittens. Wow. Is it a he cat or is it a she cat?
No, it was he, but
No,
now
I mean your cat. Is it a boy or a girl?
only one kitten.
What about your cat, Julia? Is it a boy or a girl? This one in the photo.
No, it's a man. It's
Okay, it's a boy. What's his name?
Rizhik.
Bridget.
Yes.
Okay, he is really cute. How old is he?
About maybe 6 years, because he come to me alone by himself.
Wow,
Yes.
that's really interesting. Good. He's really a magical cat. Great.
Yes.
Okay, so welcome back, Yulia, and let's say hello to Sweet Tooth. Hello, Sweet Tooth. A sweet tooth, that means a person who likes sweets.
Yeah, hello.
Okay, Alexander, hello to you. As far as I can see, you are eating candies again, and Mikhail has decided to take your example. Okay. Okay, bon appetit. So, how are you feeling, Alexander? Are you ready to welcome visitors this night?
Visitors?
Yes, you know, witches, ghosts, zombies, and these kind of creatures.
Zombies?
Yeah, zombies, witches, ghosts, dwarfs, perhaps.
I haven't seen yet this.
You haven't seen any of them, okay? But they will come this night because it's Halloween.
Oh.
And so they will surely come and ask for candies. So you are lucky because you have a lot of candies. You will treat them with. Will you give them some candies or say no candies?
I don't know. I haven't decided.
You haven't decided.
Yet.
So the point is that if you don't give them any candies, they will punish you. Usually they say treat or trick. So if you don't treat them, they will play a mean trick on you.
Mean trick?
Yeah, so they will do something bad to you. So if you want to get rid of those creatures, you should give them candies. So, and I thought that you were lucky because you had a lot of candies and you could share with some creatures if they come to your house and ask for some candies.
I should go to the shop and buy a lot of candies.
Yeah, you should have done it because you should have prepared. Because Halloween is actually is coming soon.
But I can make joke.
Sorry?
But I can make joke for them.
No.
Oh?
They are supposed to either get some sweets from you or play jokes with you, and their jokes are usually not very kind. Well, it depends on the creature, of course, but you know that during Halloween, witches, zombies attack people, vampires, and things like that. Okay, so
do you believe in ghosts? Do you believe in ghosts and something like that?
well, I have been joking actually, but talking about ghosts, I believe there are. I'm not sure. I cannot say that I'm 100% sure, and I believe 100%. But still, I don't think it's just a legend or a tale. There must be some ghosts, and there are people who claim that they have seen several. So I think it is possible. What about you?
Because in the village where I live, we have some ghosts maybe.
Really?
Maybe something like that. Yes, it's really. But sometimes the people who came here and feel some force, dark force here, and I don't afraid. When I
But are you sure it's a dark force? Sorry?
Sorry? No, when I came here to this village since 5 years ago, and in the start of my living here, I feel or see something like that. I was very afraid in the night.
And what did you
After
see?
now, coming, it's go
What did
away.
you see, Yulia?
No, I never see you. You can only feel
You
something.
felt something.
Yes, I was felt something terrible.
You felt some presence.
Sorry?
You felt something or someone was
Yes,
present.
yes.
Very
I
interesting.
felt some presence. But
Okay.
now I don't afraid. I can go and midnight to the street, go walk on the village. Nobody here, no light, only forest and my little house.
Okay, and so I'm not afraid now. And so did you feel that presence in your house or in the street?
No, not in my house, in the street.
Okay, in the street, I see. Well, good. People believe that there is a ghost in the village, yeah? Are there any legends about the ghost? Yulia?
Sorry?
Are there any legends about the ghost in the village?
No, it's no. We haven't legends. It's however, in this village before, it was very holy village. There was a people who believe in God and pray so much in this village before.
I see.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, thank you for sharing an interesting story, a ghosty story. Good. Well, I hope that this ghost, even if he or she exists, so he or she is not mean, he is not bad, it's a good one, and he can perhaps protect the village from dark forces. Anyways, cats, by the way, can protect your house from any unwished visitors, because actually cats are also sort of magical creatures, especially your cats. It seems to be very intelligent cats. Okay, good. So actually I have cats, Yulia has got a cat, Alexander has got a cat. Mihail, you are the only person who is not protected, I mean, by the cat. So they could protect your house from any unwished, unwilled visitors. Good. Okay.
I have a 2 cat. I can share to you.
I can share with you.
With you, yes.
Well, but how could you do that? Just send in a picture of your cats. But it doesn't work. A person should have a true cat in their apartment or flat or house, whatever the place is where you live. Okay, guys, so now let's come back to the topic of this class, 1 October evening. So actually today is still October, the last day of the October. So we can say that it is 1 October evening. And this class we're gonna be reading some story, then we'll do some exercise, and we will also listen to it, and well, that's it. That's actually the plan of our class. So let's, but first, yeah, before we do that, I want to give you a riddle. So it's a kind of a task, kind of a mysterious task that demands a solution. So your task is to find a solution to this riddle. I will read it first, and I will send the text of it as well. And the task will be to find the answer. So, are you ready?
Yes.
Good. Okay, just a second. Where is that? Just a second, please. Okay, so that's it. I found it. So what starts with the letter T is filled with T and ends in T. I will send you now the text of it, so you will see it. What in the chat? Can you see?
Yes.
Yulia, what about you?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
So what starts with the letter T is filled with T and ends in T. If you have any ideas, you're welcome to share with us. What starts with letter T is filled with T and ends in T.
What does mean is filled with? Filled with.
Is filled with? Well, it means that it contains. If I show you a cup and then I pour some water in it, the cup will be filled with water. Okay?
Yes. If I understand, we need find a word with.
That's right. That's right. You need to find the answer to the question.
Okay.
Is it about today theme?
No.
Today topic? No.
No. It's just a warm-up activity for you to stress a little bit your brain before you go to sleep.
And in T.
Mikhail pretends like he is thinking about what can it be?
Temptation.
Yeah. Very good variant, but it is not the right answer.
It's not right answer.
No, it's not.
Say the second letter for us.
No tips, no help. Any ideas, Alexander?
No.
Don't forget that it's a riddle, and in the riddle there is always a kind of a tricky moment.
Wait. T.
Okay. Any ideas? Alexander, Mikhail? Well, Yulia has already given at least one idea, and it's a very good one, by the way, temptation. So we can say starts with T, ends in T, and there is T in the middle, but still, it's not the right answer, unfortunately.
And ends in
T.
It means
sorry?
It means that last letter should be T, yeah?
That's right. Perhaps. Well, what is very important here is the second part of the riddle. Is filled with T. That's the only tip I can give you.
Is filled with T.
Like a letter T.
I'm sorry?
Like a letter T. Just one letter.
Letter T?
Yes.
What do you mean?
I remember the last time when you answered some type of.
Are you talking about the riddle? Oh, sorry, Mikhail, I haven't got you. I haven't understood you.
Let's start.
Okay. It's like some. How to say it? It's like. One second.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, you're welcome.
When it's written, it's filled with T. That thing which pulled in this should be starts with letter T too. Yes.
Sorry.
What does it mean? Is filled with T?
I don't know. Well, I have explained to you the meaning. I cannot give you all you know.
Teapot with T.
That's right. There is a teapot.
Teapot.
That's it. Yulia, very good.
Yeah.
Have you guessed the word or you have Googled?
Okay.
Yulia?
Yes.
Have you guessed the word your own or you Googled it?
What is Google? I don't understand.
Haven't you been looking in the internet? No?
No. Because
Okay, so in this case, well done. My congratulations.
no,
That's
because last time you gave us something special. Yeah, so I think about special and I.
That's right, exactly. Very good. So there's a teapot. So what is a teapot? Well, actually the word starts with T, ends in T, and it is filled with tea. Imagine that it's a teapot. So, and there is, we pour some tea. So, and the teapot is filled with tea. Okay? That's right. Okay, good. So well done, Julia. Now I will give you another riddle. Just a second.
Another one.
Sorry?
You give us another one? Like that?
Yeah, there will be 3. So the second riddle for you. Well, the second one is much easier to guess. I'm sure you will guess it soon, very quickly. So, what is so delicate that saying its name breaks it? What is so delicate that saying its name breaks it? Any ideas? Alexander? Now, Mikhail, Alexander, your turn to guess the word, to find the answer.
So delicate.
What is so delicate that saying its name breaks it?
Breaks it. Breaks.
Sorry.
You know the answer?
I know, but I don't know how to say it in English.
That's
It's like a situation without the sounds.
Sorry?
It's like the situation.
Well, now you can consult the dictionary. I would.
Silence.
That's right. Very good. That is silence.
Mm-hmm.
Silence. That's right. So silence is so delicate that when you pronounce the word silence, you break it. Good. Well done, Mikhail.
I don't know what is so delicate that saying.
Answer is silence, Yulia. Silence. Absence of noises, absence of sounds. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay, and the last riddle for today. Hang on a second, please.
Last should be mine.
Yeah, you should guess it. Well, where is it? Yeah. I remember I had it. That's it. Very easy. So now, Mikhail and Yulia, if you know the answer, don't say it, okay? Let's give Alexander a chance to find an answer. So, if an electric train is traveling south, which way is the smoke going? Alexander.
Traveling
south. If an electric train is traveling south, which way is the smoke going?
Which way is the smoke going? Maybe south?
South? So you think that if an electric train is traveling south, the smoke is going south as well? Are you sure?
I think the way should be the wind way.
Okay. Well, Mikhail, Yulia, what do you think about that? Here is Evgeny as well.
Yulia, what do you think about it?
Yulia, what do you think about the...
Oh, shit, I understood.
Understood.
Yes.
Okay, so, okay, Alexander, will you please tell us? There
isn't no.
Yes, there isn't. Or there is no.
There is no any smoke.
Because
it's electric. It's not.
That's right. Because it's an electric train.
Yes.
That's right. So well done. So you have done it. Good. My congratulations. So if an electric train is traveling south, there won't be smoke because it's an electric train. Good. As you see, it's very easy, just you have to be very attentive when reading the text. Great, so that'll do with warm-up activities. Now let's come back to the topic. 1 October evening. So I will send you the link. You will have a possibility to get it file downloaded on your computers, and we will do some exercises. So here it goes. Here is the link, and I will also screen share for you and those who are watching our class. So 1 October evening. 1 October evening. Well, the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna read some paragraphs from 1 to 6. So the task is read the story and order the paragraphs from 1 to 6, and then we'll listen and check if we did it correctly. So let's have a look at paragraphs. First, let's read them. Then we will put them into the right order. So the first paragraph. Yulia, will you please read it?
No, no.
No, you don't want to read?
I see nothing.
You cannot see anything?
Yes.
Well, first, I sent in the chat a link of the file that you can get downloaded. And I'm sharing the screen of mine so you can see it from my screen. Can you? Yulia?
Yes. Okay. Yes, I see it now.
Great. So will you please read the first paragraph?
Read the story and order the.
No. Well, read please the first paragraph. Next day.
Okay. Next day, Jamie phoned Hannah and invited her to dinner. He took her to a very romantic French restaurant, and they talked everything.
All evening.
All evening. After that, Jamie and Hannah saw each other every day. Every evening when Hannah finished work, they met at 5:30 in a coffee bar in the high street. They were madly in love.
So, thank you for reading, Yulia. Well, once again, let me explain you the task. First of all, we're gonna read all the 6 passages, but the point is that they are put not into the right order. Our task will be to put them in the right order. As you can see, lower, the C paragraph is the first one. Then we'll have to find the second, the third, and so on. But first, let's just read all the paragraphs to understand how we should put them, in which order we should put them. So B, Alexander, please. Suddenly?
Suddenly, a man ran across the road. He was wearing a dark coat, so Hannah didn't see him until it was too late. Although she tried to stop, she hit the man. Hannah panicked. Panicked. She didn't stop, and she drove to the coffee bar as fast as she could. But when she arrived, Jamie wasn't there.
Jamie, vous parlez français, monsieur Jamie. Jamie.
Okay, Jamie wasn't there. She phoned him, but his mobile was turned off. So she waited for 10 minutes and then went home.
That's right, okay, thanks for reading. Well, next passage, Mihail. Hannah met Jamie. Jamie?
Hannah met Jamie in the summer of 2004. It was Hannah's 24th birthday, and she and her friends went to a club. They wanted to dance, but they didn't like the music, so Hannah went to speak to the DJ. This music is awful. Awful. They said, could you play something else? As the DJ looked at her and said, don't worry, I have the perfect song for you.
Good. Well, thank you. D, Julia.
2 hours later,
Police.
a police car arrived at Hannah's house. A policewoman knocked at the door. Good evening, madam, she said. Are you Hannah Davis? I'd like to speak to you. Can I come in?
So policewoman, police officer, and to knock. To know, to knock, not to know or knock, but to know and to knock. Okay? Don't forget about that, please. Good. Let's continue. E, Alexander.
One evening in October, Hannah was at work. As usual, she was going to meet Jamie at 5:30. It was dark and it was raining. She looked at her watch. It was 5:20. She was going to be late. She ran to her car and got in. At 5:25, she was driving along the high street. She was going very fast because she was in a hurry.
That's right, okay, thank you, Alexander. Mihail, go on, please.
2 minutes later, he said, the next song is by a Coldplay called Yellow, and it's for a beautiful girl who's dancing over there. Hannah knew that the song was for her because she was wearing a yellow dress. When Hannah and her friends left the club, the DJ was waiting at the door. Hi, I'm Jamie. He said to Hannah, can I see you again? So Hannah gave him a phone number.
Okay, that's right. Good. So these are all the 6 passages. As you can see, C is the first. Hannah met Jamie in the summer of 2004. And then our task is to find the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, and the sixth. So what do you think is the second passage? Do you have any ideas? So Hannah met Jamie in the summer of 2004. It was Hannah's 21st birthday, blah blah blah, and so on and so forth. They wanted to dance. They didn't like music. The music is awful, she said. Could you play something else? The DJ looked at her and said, don't worry, I have the perfect song for you. So which passage is considered to be as the second one?
I think the second part is like F.
Which letter, sorry?
F. The second part is letter F.
F. So 2 minutes later, he said, yeah?
Yes.
That's right, okay, so there's the second passage. The third passage, Julia. So he said, I'm Jamie, can I see you again? So Hannah gave him a phone number. Passage number 3.
Passage number 3. It was A, next day.
Next day, Jamie phoned, okay, good. Passage number 4, Alexander. So they High Street. Every evening when Hannah finished work, they met at 5:30 in a coffee bar in High Street. They were madly in love. So which passage is number 4, Alexander?
Number 4. I think it's B.
B. B, 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 B. No.
No.
Another one.
Another one. Which one?
It's E.
It's E. One evening in October, Hannah was at work. As usual, she was going to meet Jamie and so on. So that's right. Next passage, Alexander. After E goes...
She was going very fast because she was in a hurry.
She was in a hurry. So, and then actually the passage you wanted to choose before. So that's it. B.
B.
And well, So she phoned him, but his mobile was turned off, so she waited for 10 minutes and then went home. Okay, now let's listen to the story and find out if we have done it correctly or not.
2.11.
So please switch off your microphones because I can hear a lot of noise. Let's see. Okay, I have switched off the sea sound or the ocean sound. So let's listen.
Hannah met Jamie in the summer of 2004. It was Hannah's 21st birthday, and she and her friends went to a club. They wanted to dance, but they didn't like the music, so Hannah went to speak to the DJ.
This music is awful,
She said.
could you play something else?
The DJ looked at her and said,
Don't worry, I have the perfect song for you.
2 minutes later, he said,
The next song is by Coldplay. It's called Yellow, and it's for a beautiful girl who's dancing over there.
Hannah knew that the song was for her because she was wearing a yellow dress. When Hannah and her friends left the club, the DJ was waiting at the door.
Hi, I'm Jamie.
He said to Hannah.
Can I see you again?
So Hannah gave him her phone number. Next day, Jamie phoned Hannah and invited her to dinner. He took her to a very romantic French restaurant, and they talked all evening. After that, Jamie and Hannah saw each other every day. Every evening when Hannah finished work, they met at 5:30 in a coffee bar in the high street. They were madly in love. One evening in October, Hannah was at work. As usual, she was going to meet Jamie at 5:30. It was dark and it was raining. She looked at her watch. It was 5:20. She was going to be late. She ran to her car and got in. At 5:25, she was driving along the high street. She was going very fast because she was in a hurry. Suddenly, a man ran across the road. He was wearing a dark coat, so Hannah didn't see him until it was too late. Although she tried to stop, she hit the man. Hannah panicked. She didn't stop, and she drove to the coffee bar as fast as she could. But when she arrived, Jamie wasn't there. She phoned him, but his mobile was turned off. So she waited for 10 minutes and then went home.
That's
2
a
hours
story.
later, a police car arrived at Hannah.
Okay, just a second, where is that? Ah, yeah, we have forgotten about the last passage. Okay, let's listen.
Hannah's house. A policewoman knocked at the door.
Good evening, madam.
She said,
Are you Hannah Davis? I'd like to speak to you. Can I come in?
That's a story. Well, the story seems to be not really positive, not very joyful, I would say. So, we have put all the paragraphs into the right order. My congratulations. Now, let's try to answer the questions. We have 12 questions. So the first question goes as follows. When did Hannah meet Jamie? So now please don't look at the text, try to remember. When did Hannah meet Jamie? First question for Mikhail.
When she was in a club, a disco club, with her friends.
And why was she at the club with her friends? What was the occasion?
Her birthday.
It was her birthday. Which birthday? The 18th?
The 21st.
Okay, great, good. Why did Hannah go and speak to Jamie in the club, Alexander? Why did Hannah go to speak to Jamie in the club? Alexander, please switch on your microphone back and answer the question.
Yes, one moment. Because Hannah wants to change the music, which she didn't like.
Anna wanted, yeah? Wanted to change music.
wanted, yes.
So she didn't like the music that which was playing. Okay, good. Why did Jamie play Yellow? Julia.
Julia, your
Julia, first
microphone
please
is on.
switch on your microphone back. Julia, will you please switch on your microphone, please, because I had to mute you before we started listening to it.
Okay.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
she
So why did why did Jamie play Yellow?
because she wear a yellow dress.
Because she was wearing a yellow dress.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Good. What happened when Hannah left the club, Mikhail?
Anna met Jamie on the door of the club, and they exchange your phone number.
Very good. So they exchanged their phone numbers.
Their phone number.
That's right. Okay. Good. And where did they go on their first date, Alexander?
Where did they go on their first date? In French cafe.
That's right. So as far as I remember, you can say they went to a French cafe. Okay, good. And where did they go every evening, Julia?
To the coffee bar in High Street.
That's right. Absolutely correct. What was the weather like that evening, Mikhail?
Maybe raining weather, no?
It was raining. It was heavily raining. That's right. And why was Hannah driving fast, Alexander?
Because she was in a hurry.
Why was she in a hurry?
Because she could be late.
She could be late. She was late, and that is why she was in a hurry, and she was driving that fast. Why didn't she see that man, Julia?
Why? Because why she? Because he was wearing a dark coat.
Not it. It was very dark.
He was it was dark, and he was wearing a dark coat.
It was very dark, and the man was wearing a dark coat. Okay, good. What did she do after the accident, Mikhail?
I think she
cannot hear you. Yeah, we'll on your microphone, okay? When you don't speak.
Me?
Yeah, when you don't speak, because I cannot hear others. There is this helicopter sound.
Helicopter? I haven't.
Well, still something that produces this special sound. Okay, so Mikhail.
Yeah, now you have your microphone.
So, Julia, when you don't speak, please switch off your microphone. When you speak, switch it
okay.
back. Okay? Thank you. Okay, so that's it. Thank you very much. So, Mikhail?
I don't remember this part, but I think she she go on from this place, no?
So she ran away.
She went away from
away, yeah.
Go away.
Drove. She drove away. So she panicked and drove away. Because she got scared. Okay, and What just a second. What did you? So what was Jamie at the coffee bar when she came there, Alexander?
He wasn't at the bar, at the coffee bar.
Yeah, at the coffee bar. I heard at the helicopter bar. So he wasn't there. He wasn't at the coffee bar. Okay, and the last question. What happened 2 hours later, Yulia? So please switch on back your microphone, and then we'll see you.
Sorry.
Yes. So what happened 2 hours later?
Hours later, she came back to home, and police woman came to her.
So she came back home, and the policewoman knocked on her door. That's right. Okay, thank you. Now let's continue. So, well, we have done this part. Okay, we have done the B part. Now let's go on. So here, well, actually speaking, the task is to tell the story, the same story we have just listened to, and questions based on which we have answered. So your task is to use the pictures and tell the story. No cheating. You cannot read the story. No, it's forbidden. Only pictures. You can use only these pictures to help you to remember the story. So you will tell the story in turns. As you can see, there are 6 pictures. So I want you to remember the story and retell it using pictures. So let's get started. So the first picture is for Mikhail. No, not for Mikhail. Sorry, because you answered the question. So let it be Alexander. Alexander, will you please start?
1 October evening day.
1 October evening day.
Oh.
1 October evening, yeah?
Yes, 1 October evening. Hannah was dancing in a club.
With her
friends.
Well, as you can see, there is exit, so it means that they just have... So 1 October evening, Anna and her friends went to
a club.
To a club. Well, they were dancing there.
Yes, they were dancing there, and she came to the DJ and asked him to change the song.
Okay.
Next.
Yeah, go on, because no, just the first picture. There is something else to be said, to be told, to be retold.
The DJ agreed to change the song, and he launched the song Yellow.
There was a particular reason for which he did it.
Because she was in a yellow dress.
Because she was wearing a yellow dress. Okay, good. Thank you. Let's go on. Yulia, number 2.
Yulia,
will you please switch your microphone on back?
Because I have problem when I look at microphone. I can't look at the text. It's problem. I can. Okay. I'll try now.
Okay. So will you please describe the second picture?
Okay. One moment, please.
Yes.
Okay. What your question, please?
Well, you have to describe the second picture.
A second.
So well, Alexander said that Hannah asked to change the song, and DJ and he chose the song Yellow since she was wearing a yellow dress. At the end of the evening,
the evening, Jamie met Hannah and asked her for looking her again, and she let him her telephone number.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Okay. Thank you. That'll do. Good. 3, Mikhail.
And after that.
Next day.
And yes, next day, Jamie phoned to Anna and invited her to the French restaurant.
Sorry, and
invited her to the French restaurant, and
it was a romantic.
And after that, they started to meet every day.
Where?
In this restaurant.
In a coffee bar.
Coffee bar?
In a coffee bar.
Not a French restaurant. Yes.
It was the first date in a French restaurant. Okay. They couldn't afford a French restaurant every day, so they arranged to meet in a coffee bar in the high streets. Okay, good. Picture number 4, Alexander.
I can't understand.
Can you understand the picture? There is a car, it is raining, the car is running in the man.
Picture number 4 and number 5 is the same, I think.
Not this. No.
No.
They are connected, of course, because it's one story, but your task is to describe number 4. So one evening, Hannah was at...
One evening, Anna was at
work.
At work, and
she was late.
He was late. She was late. It was raining.
Mm-hmm.
And
so she got in. She got into her baby.
He got in her car.
And rushed
to the man.
Rush to the cafe. Well, rush means to go fast, and rush to the cafe. Yeah.
Rush to the cafe.
Mm-hmm. She was driving.
She was driving
to fast.
Too fast, and
that's it. So she was driving too fast because
she was in a hurry.
That's it. So that's it. So one evening, Hannah was at work. She was late, so it was raining. She got into her car and rushed to the cafe. She was driving too fast because she was in a hurry. And actually, another.
Is it she on the picture?
No. She is in the car.
Ah, okay.
And you have to actually mention someone else. Suddenly, a man.
No,
just a second. There is Alexander's phrase. So
suddenly a man crossed the road.
Suddenly a man wearing a dark
coat crossed the road.
Crossed the street.
Cross the street.
Or just you can say a man wearing dark coat was crossing the street. Okay, good. Now we continue. So Julia, please, number 5.
Yes. So Hannah didn't see this man and hit him.
Mm-hmm.
And it was panicked and afraid. So she ran away. She
panicked and drove away. because she was driving, so she couldn't run. Well, she didn't.
Yes.
So she panicked and drove away.
Drove away. She went to the high street coffee bar,
Yes.
and she tried to call to the mobile phone to the Jamie.
So she tried to reach Jimmy.
Reach Jimmy, but his number was turned off. So
He didn't answer. He didn't answer. Yeah.
Yes, and so she wait him for
Waited
some.
for him.
Wait him.
Waited for him.
For him,
And
she came back to the home.
And finally, she came back home without to. She came back home.
Came
Okay.
back home.
Without to. Okay, good. Thank you. And last thing to Mikhail. Mikhail?
Okay, now you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
On the next morning.
Next morning?
Until where was it? Next day?
No, it happened actually a few hours later, after she got home.
Okay, 1 second. Okay. 2 hours later. Okay.
You have no right to cheat and read the text.
I think it was in the morning. Okay, 2 hours late, and somebody.
Who is it?
Beat? No.
Knocked.
Knocked to the door. And
Knocked on the door.
Knocked to the door.
Sorry?
Knock
on the door.
To or on?
On the door.
On the door. Mm-hmm.
So let's have a look at the passage. Next day, suddenly a man. 2 hours later, policewoman. At the door. Knock at the door. The preposition at the door. But not to. Mm-hmm. Okay, and
ask her.
It was a ghost.
It was a ghost? I don't remember.
And who said trick or treat?
Oh, I don't remember this situation. Sorry.
Okay, so who was it?
I think it was a policeman. No.
Policeman or policewoman?
A policeman.
It was a policewoman.
Woman.
Yeah. What did she say?
Something about Madame and Madame.
So she wanted to ask her some questions. Okay, that's right, thank you. So now let's continue. That evening a policewoman went to Hannah's house. Listen to 6 extracts from their conversation. What are the missing words? Your task now is to listen carefully to 6 extracts from their conversation and to put down words. But we will do that, together. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, once again, please switch off your microphones.
Two hours later, a police car arrived at Hannah's house. A policewoman knocked at the door.
Good evening, madam,
she said.
Are you Hannah Davis? I'd like to speak to you. Can I come in?
The policewoman came in and sat down on the sofa.
Okay, so first, Just a second. 2.14, 2.14, 2.14, and here we got 2.14, and yeah. So a policewoman. So Alexander, will you please tell us what you have put into the gaps? 1. A policewoman
Knocked to the door.
knocked
At the door.
at the door.
But Svetozar, did you hear in this how to say, records they used to?
2.
Mm-hmm.
No, really?
Ed? I hear 2.
A police car arrived at Hannah's house. A policewoman knocked at the door.
At the door. She just pronounced. Policewoman knocked at the door. Knocked at the door. Knocked at the door. Knocked at the door. Okay, that's it. Yeah, the pronunciation. Knocked at the door. It seems like she pronounced 2, but it's at. So policewoman knocked at the door, and what did she say? Can I
Come in.
Can I come in? Okay. Well, now let's continue.
Good evening, madam.
She said.
Are you Hannah Davis? I'd like to speak to you. Can I come in?
The policewoman came in and sat down on the sofa.
Are you a friend of Jamie Dixon?
She said.
Yes.
Said Hannah.
I understand you were going to meet him this evening.
Yes, at 5:30 at a coffee bar. But he didn't come, so I didn't see him.
Well, I'm afraid I have some bad news for you.
Said the policewoman.
What?
Okay, so what is the next number 3? Which words are missing, Julia?
You just start with your microphone, turn it on.
Sorry. I have some bad news for you.
Well, I'm afraid I have some bad news for you. That's right, thank you. Let's go on. So everyone, don't forget to switch off your microphones because
Not because it automatic I get out off, but automatiquement so go on.
automatically. Okay. Just I mean everyone, not only you, Mikhail as well.
What's happened?
Okay.
Jamie had an accident this evening.
Oh no! What kind of accident?
He was crossing the road and a car hit him.
Is he okay?
Well, he's going to be in hospital for a long time.
Oh no!
But don't worry. He's going to be okay.
Well, when did this happen?
This evening, at 5:25, he was crossing the road in the high street.
And the driver of the car?
She didn't stop.
She?
Yes, it was a woman in a white car. Every police officer in the town is looking for her.
Can I go to the hospital to see Jamie?
Yes, I can take you there now.
I'll get my coat. Okay, I'm ready.
Is that your car, madam? The white one over there?
Yes, it is.
Can I have a look at it? Did you know your front light is broken?
No, I didn't.
What exactly were you doing at 5:25 this evening, madam?
Okay, so that's the end of the story. Now I want you to give me answers for the rest of the sentences. So, number 4, Alexander, it was? Alexander, first don't forget to switch on your microphone back.
I haven't caught it.
You haven't caught it. Who has? It was Julia?
Sorry. It was... it was a woman...
White.
Yes, white car. It's woman. I forget.
Mikhail, okay, Mikhail, do you remember?
Maybe white Ford.
Just a second, let's...
Crossing the road in the hard...
let's
He's going to be...
Kind of accident.
Well, actually, it was something about accident. It was a car wreck. No. Well, it's not about car accident. Just a second. I forgot as well.
Amy had an accident.
Oh no! What kind of accident?
He was crossing the road and a car hit him.
Is he okay?
Okay, but yeah, it was a woman driving a white car or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And number 5, Alexander.
Every police officer in town.
Every police officer.
Every police officer in the town was looking for her.
Is looking.
They were looking.
Every police officer in town was looking. But it's about now, well, because the woman hasn't been found yet, so every police officer in town is looking. Okay, let's check it out.
Every police officer in the town. Yes, it was a woman in a white car. Every police officer in the town is looking for her.
He's looking for her.
He's looking for her.
No, because the accident has happened, and so now they must find the person, the woman in a white car. And the 6th, Julia, did you know?
Light far broken.
Sorry?
Did you know your light far is broken?
No, vice versa. Did you know your front light?
Right, yes.
Front light was broken. That's it. Okay. Well, that'll do. What do you think will happen next? Well, will Jimmy recover?
Maybe.
He will, for sure. Because actually the policewoman said, okay, don't worry, he will be alright. He is in the hospital, but he will recover. What about Hannah? Will she get into the prison? Alexander, what do you think?
I don't know. I think she won't be put in prison.
She won't be put in prison, okay? Because Jimmy will recover and he will say, okay, don't worry. Things happen. Things happen. Okay, so perhaps there will be happy end. Let's hope for that. Okay, that'll do for this class. Thank you for joining it. Was glad to see you all and participate, to discuss some tasks, actually, and to do some exercises that we did. So we should have a magical evening, mysterious night, and great tomorrow. So
it was very interesting. It was very interesting. And can I come in French lesson in Sunday?
Oh, sure, you are welcome if you wish.
Okay, I'll try to speak French.
Great. Okay, so have a nice evening and have a great weekend. So see you on Sunday or on next week. So goodbye for now. Good night.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.